Hi there, welcome back to the channel. My name is Fred Macedo and I'm here with my friends Rosangela, Ruben, Carla and Rosalie. We are here for another Gospel at Home, and before we start, I'm going to invite my dear friend Carla to make our initial prayer. Thank you.
Hello, everyone, and our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us our daily bread, and forgive us our trespass, as we forgive those his trespass against us. And let us not into temptation, but deliver from evil. Amen.
Obrigado. Thank you, Carla. Rosalie, what we are going to read?
É o
Book of
mandamento maior.
Book of Spirits or the Gospel? O livro dos Espíritos ou o Evangelho?
Espíritos. Não, desculpa, o Evangelho.
Qual que é o tema? Qual que é a página?
Capítulo 15, página 210.
É o começo do capítulo?
É o mandamento maior.
Achei aqui. We're going to read the Gospel according to Spiritism, the greatest commandment. But having found out that he had put the Sadducees to silence, the Pharisees got together, and on one of them was a doctor of the law, come to ask him a question in order to test him. Master, what is the greatest commandment of the law? Jesus replied, You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. That is the greatest and first commandment. And here is the second one, which is similar to that one. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. All law and the prophets are contained in these two commandments: charity and humility. This is the sole path to salvation. Selfishness and pride, that is the path to perdition. This principle is formulated in precise terms in these words: You shall love God with all your soul, and your neighbor as yourself. All the law and the prophets are contained in these two commandments, and so that there may be no mistake about interpretation of loving God and one's neighbor. Jesus adds, and this is the second commandment, which is similar to the first, that is, one cannot truly love God without loving one's neighbor, nor can one love one's neighbor without loving God. Thus, everything that is done against one's neighbor is also done against God. And since one can not love God without practicing charity toward one's neighbor, all the humankind's duties are summed up in the maxim: without charity, there is no salvation. The need for charity, according to St. Paul. Even if I were to speak all the languages of men and the language of the angels themselves, I did not have charity. If I did not have charity, I would be like a sounding gong or a clanging cymbal. And if I were to have the gift of prophecy and grasp all mysteries, and if I had a perfect knowledge of all things, and if I had all the faith possible to the point of moving mountains, if I did not have charity, I would be nothing. And if I were to distribute my belongings to feed the poor and deliver my body to be burned, if I did not have charity, none of this would be of any use to me. Charity is patient, it's kind and benevolent. Charity is not envious. It's not rash or reckless. It's not full of pride. It's not scornful. It does not look after its own interests. It does not take offense or become upset by anything. It does not suspect evil. It does not rejoice in injustice, but rejoices in the truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes for all things, endure all things. Now these three virtues remain: faith, hope, and charity, but among them the most excellent is charity. What can we say about this? Any comments, Carla?
Um, should I be a charity person to be good or not? I should I should have a person that good charity to be good or not.
I don't know if I understood you.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you asked me if a charity a person,
Yes.
it's good or not.
Yes. I think
Um,
you got me. Mm-hmm.
speak fast in Portuguese, please.
Eu tenho que fazer caridade para ser uma pessoa boa ou não?
Okay. If I do need to do charity in order to be good.
Exactly.
Uh,
Yeah.
Let me open my camera. Your question is very thoughtful. Let's see. Jesus said about all the prophets, everything: love God above all things and love your neighbor as yourself. So, and St. Paul, in addition, said that if he does not possess charity, even if he grasps all the mysteries, he would not have anything. So, in order to be truly good, you need to do charity.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, uh, just let just let me put an example. Once upon a time, our greatest medium, Chico Xavier, was approached by a woman, and she was complaining about her husband that didn't was a spiritist person, but he was a great husband, a great father, uh, a great professional. Everything uh, he would excel doing spectacularly good. And Chico turned to him and turned to her and said, "But my sister, he doesn't need any religion, because what is religion? A way for us to reconnect to our to God."
Is the
Uh,
way. Totally agree. Mhm.
did I answer your question?
Yes, totally. Thank you.
So, uh, can you close just for a moment your microphone?
Sure.
So, what can we say about all these things? I really don't need a religion. There are people that do a lot of charity, and there are people even that doesn't believe in God, but they are really charitable. They help a lot of people. So doesn't matter if we have a religion or not. All the good things that we do, the people that we help along the way, this is what matter the most. Because when I'm looking to someone else, I'm forgetting about myself. And this is the way to reduce our selfishness, because I included me included. I'm a selfish person. I have a lot of moral problems of the past that I did not uh, resolve yet. But when we do good, there's a phrase of the Christ. I don't know if I will put in English in a good way. Says like this: a good action cover covers um, a sea of sins. Uma montanha, um ato de bondade cobre uma multidão de pecados. Can you translate that, Carla?
Wow. I don't think I can. It should be okay. Let me check it out.
A kind act of kindness covers a great deal of sins that we perpetuated from time to time. That's because if you don't harm people, it's not enough. We have to do good to compensate all the evil that we have done in the past. And I say not only in this life, but our past lives. We can imagine how we have done things 200, 300 years ago in a much more savage society. If we still are indifferent today, I can imagine what we have done in the past. So that's why we need to try in this life to do more charity. And I don't say only the material charity to give people what they need, but the moral charity, that is a much more difficult one, when we forgive the ones that hurt ourselves. And we know, uh, if everyone that was or are in a marriage knows that sometimes it's very hard to forgive and forget, because uh, this very close neighbor of ours know how to push our buttons. And that's why we need to do a lot of moral charity. And Christ always said also that we receive help accordingly to what we give. So, a cada um segundo as suas obras, Carla. Consegue traduzir? Can you translate, Carla?
A mountain has a lot of things.
Okay. Thank you. And you see, my friends that are watching us, our 12 subscribers, thank God. It's simple, the idea. Love God above all things, and love your neighbor as you love yourself, but it's very hard to do it. Any more comments, Carla?
No, no, exactly. For me, is very strong to say that we have to love ourselves, to be ready for the challenge of the life, you know. So we have to be stronger and love ourselves. For me, it's very difficult to say that because I'm struggling to do that, but I think that's my lesson.
Thank you for sharing. I think in some way or another, we are all struggling some point.
Yeah,
There are days that we feel the world crushing down on us.
exactly. Hmm.
And in that moment, the only thing that helps me is the prayer. And I don't have to say anything, um, anything written that I know. Sometimes I just say to God, to Jesus, please, God, please, Jesus, não estou dando conta.
Jesus, yeah,
I
please
can
help me.
handle
You know me. Yeah,
I can handle this now. Please give me strength
give me the direction, please. I
that
love you. Yeah,
and this kind of power, inspiration, love, if we quiet ourselves a little bit, this influence, this this good energy come to us and enlighten us. And then we discover a strength that we didn't know we possess. Because when we have just 10% of our strength, God invests in us 90%. And I, I can say from the bottom of my heart that God, Jesus, never let me down. I have proof over proof. When I was struggling a lot, I was helped a lot. And
Never let us down.
I'm
That's it.
sorry to
I
get
believe that.
emotional, be emotional in this day, but
Yeah, me too. Me
this is
too,
one
Fred.
of that days, that I'm not very well, but I feel all this power, all this love coming from me, and I know everything will be fine. Everything is okay with me. I'm just crying a little bit.
Yeah, me too. I'm
Sorry for
okay.
that too.
Me too. Yeah,
Uh,
sorry, guys. Yeah. Um,
sorry.
he never
Ah,
let us be down. Never.
yes, that's the one time that for everyone to watch.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Uh,
I'm emotional
but
too.
if you are crying too, I'm not happy that you're crying, but thank you for the support in crying with me.
Thank you, Fred.
E obrigado, pessoal, por estarem comigo aí há tantos anos. And Carla, please make our final prayer. Thank you all.
Oh gosh. Divine Creator, as this day comes to a close, I offer my gratitude for the experiences and lessons it has brought. May I carry the wisdom gained forward into tomorrow. Guide me my steps, protect me my loved ones, and fill my heart with compassion and understanding. Grant me strength to overcome challenges and the grace to embrace love. Let your light illuminate my path and surrender to your will in our presence. I find peace. Amen.
Amen. Thank you all.
Thank you, guys.
Good night.
Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you.